The message that resonated through that locker room was something we heard every day this summer in Cortland. Now that they have that #1 seed well in hand, anything other than a championship, he's the pride of New Rochelle, and he continues to give back to his community. There's much more coming up tonight on News 12 Sports. From the Garden, I'm Derwin Worrell.
Aaron A.T. Malden, class valedictorian.
For the Army cadets of West Point, being the best in their field is what they strive for. So when an opportunity comes along to renew an old tradition against the New York Yankees, the cadets are eager to step up to the plate.
I think it's a great opportunity. I think from their end, you know, they're looking at the best in the business. They're looking at the New York Yankees, the class of Major League Baseball. And hopefully when the Yankees come here, they look at us as maybe the class of the academies and also of the United States Army and the best Army in the world.
The Yankees have never lost to the Knights. Yogi Berra and Mickey Mantle are just some of the Yankee greats to have played against Army. So to these cadets, they find it hard to hold in their excitement for sharing the field with their heroes.
We're supposed to keep it a secret, but don't tell Coach. I call my mom right away. But this is it's pretty awesome. I called the guys that graduated last year and the year before that because we're still pretty close, and I just rubbed it in real good. This will mark the 22nd meeting between these two storied institutions. Now, even though these teams haven't met in over 40 years, these cadets are excited about renewing an old tradition and being a part of history.
It really embodies West Point, how much history being at the academy itself, that there's that much baseball history here as well. And I mean, with guys like with Jeter and Teixeira and I mean, even the coaching staff alone, I mean, they're all history makers in their own right.
These young men, they deserve this type of experience. They're going to lead our country for years and years to come, our sons and daughters, and to be able to provide them with an experience like this where they get to, for a day, be big leaguers for a day, it's fantastic.
And for a day, America's best will get to live out a dream. At West Point, Derwin Worrell reporting.
I gotta hold it together, man. My cousin's showing. I wish he was.
That's all right. That's all right. An emotional Baltimore Raven, Ray Rice, could not hold back the tears at his 4th annual Ray Rice Day. The Old Pro running back holds this camp every year for the kids, but today his community did something special for him.
Today, New Rochelle High School is going to officially retire the number 5, which will never be worn again in New Rochelle High School.
You know, it doesn't happen too often. And, you know, it's not something, I don't take anything for granted, but that might be the best honor that I've ever had in my life.
Rice's cousin wore the number 5 at New Rochelle High School before Rice did. But when tragedy struck the Rice family, Ray took the number and wore it in his honor.
My jersey number 5 is not just a jersey to me. It was my cousin Marshawn, who passed away in a car wreck. You know, him and his wife, you know, his wife died instantly, and he held on for a few days. He made it, and, you know, he wore that number. That's the reason why we wore 5. So somehow, mathematically, I got 27, and I rearranged the numbers. I can always get back to the number 5.
Even though Rice has made it to the NFL, he's never forgotten where he came from. He's the pride of New Rochelle, and he continues to give back to his community.
I think he's a really cool person. He's really nice and really cares about people. He cares about his community.
He's a great ambassador for the high school. He's a great ambassador for the city of New Rochelle. And what's really important is Ray thinks it's very important for the kids to hear his message about his dream and how he got his dream to become a reality.
I do it from the bottom of my heart, and I love giving back.
In New Rochelle, Derwin Worrell, News 12 Sports. But before we even talk about this contest, let's talk about some other games that happened earlier in the playoffs. Let's first talk about the Dobbs Ferry Pirates. They're the defending champions, and they had to travel to Rhinebeck to take on those Panthers. Let's pick it up in the third quarter. Rhinebeck trails by 1. Tom Papillo hands off to Jacob Calvini for a little trickery. Ryan Morningstar is shining in the end zone. That's a touchdown. The Panthers lead 13-7. Fourth quarter, Papillo will call his own number. He won't be stopped. That's a touchdown. Rhinebeck wins 25-7 and let the party begin. Rhinebeck had not beaten Dobbs Ferry since 1996, and they will move on to the next round. Now let's go to Iona Prep, where they were hosting Archbishop Stepinac. Second quarter, Iona leads by 3. Mario Biaggi will throw a perfect strike to Christopher Cooper for a 9-yard touchdown. The Gales extend their lead to 10. The fourth quarter, the Gales are looking for more. Shaquille Townsend finds a crease and he is gone. 58 yards on the touchdown. Iona Prep wins 24-10, and they have advanced to the semifinals. We're just moments away from the start of this contest. I'm telling you, these two teams do not like each other. They're both undefeated. The loser of this contest is going to have a long winter. I had a chance to talk to the White Plains team, and they said they're going to be ready for this one.
These kids out here, they've been going hard all week, and they're hungry, and we want this win.
Well, there you have it. Stay tuned to News 12 at 10 for all of the highlights. I'm Derwin Worrell.